every time I come to these events, and I mean the things that people tweet me, and the fan art is amazing. I mean, there's so many talented people, and so all of those things are very special, and I'm really grateful for them. I'm always just so impressed and inspired. And then I know I've told this story before, but if you haven't heard it, I'll repeat it. My girlfriend was texting me some fan art. She was like, "Oh, there's some really beautiful pictures of you, the Queen of Hell?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And so she's like, "Oh, I'll send you some." So she sent me some of these photos, and I clicked on them, and they went to Tumbler. and there I learned about fanfic. You guys are very creative. It was interesting. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Hey, I'm a big fan of Abaddon, but I wanted to know what would happen if Abaddon ever met Rowena?
Ooh. That? I don't know. I think it would be fun. Right?
Yeah. We all know Crowley doesn't have the best reputation with redheads.
Right. I think Abaddon and Rowena would like work together and be pretty amazing. Don't you? Yeah. And then I get to work with Ruth because she's awesome. Spin off, bad bitches. I like that. There's a few more women we could put on there. That sounds like a good show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hi. Okay, so I know you've heard it before, and I'm sure it's not the last time you hear it, but you play such a kick-ass character. Not just female, but just all generally kick-ass.
Thank you.
And I was curious what you think Abaddon's theme song would be.
Oh, Killer Queen? It's a good one? Yeah, that's good. I don't, I've never thought about that. We can go with Killer Queen. I think she's such a fun character. I mean, I had a lot of fun playing her and, you know, developing her. I liked the fact that there was the Josie character as well, to sort of balance her badness, you know, to sort of give her some layers. And I sought opportunities to do that at a lot of times, because otherwise I think it just is very sort of shallow and you know, obviously if you play a character for longer than one episode, there's got to be some layers to it, otherwise it's just not interesting. So, yeah, thank you, it was a lot of fun.
Hi. So on the show we get to see a lot of Crowley becoming human and dealing with his humanity. We didn't really see any history about Abaddon and who she was before she was a Knight of Hell and before she was the supreme bitch that she was. So I was wondering, in your mind, what were your thoughts about what the character was, or what even part of humanity she used to have?
Yeah, I mean, again, back to sort of creating those layers and finding those qualities of the character. You know, I don't know enough about the mythology of the show or the rank of demon, I guess, so to speak. She is a black-eyed demon, which is different than other demons, right?
Well, yeah, the Knights of Hell were like the upper echelon of
Echelon, yeah.
Of demons up there, and so like she was supreme badass.
Oh yeah, she is supreme badass, of course. Yeah, I don't know. That would be interesting, and I think there was a lot of story to tell. I don't, you know, I would have liked to tell more of that story, and I think that it would be very interesting. And there's a lot of places to go with it. Unfortunately, it ended, but that's okay.
Somebody else write that fic.
Get on it, Tumblers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hey.
Hi. I had a question about the episode that Misha directed last season. What was it like working with him and working with Bill McKinney?
Oh, you know, again, it's so nice to work with this group of people. Like, it's really like a family. It's amazing. And you see that when you walk into a show that's been on as long as this. everyone really comes up in the show. And so I was very excited to do Misha's episode. As time goes by was the episode, and Mother's Little Helper was the episode that he directed me in. And to watch the whole crew and the family support someone is really amazing, and they all really pitch in and make sure that you won't fail. And so I definitely saw that on that episode, and it was great to. I don't work with Misha. Castiel and Abaddon don't interact. So I know Misha from these things, but I never had worked with him. So to be on set with him and work with him is great. And then Gil's a very good friend of mine. We met on the show, and we happened to live like a mile apart. Now we live like a country apart. He lives in New York. But for the last several years, he's my audition buddy. So, if we get auditions, we'll text each other and he'll come over, or I'll go over to his house and we practice our auditions together. So I really miss him, actually. He's a very good friend of mine, and yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey.
Hi. So you get to play Josie, you get to play Abaddon. How hard was it to play Abaddon impersonating Josie?
It was fun. I think, they're very distinct characters, and they're very different. Adam Glass, who created my character, he was very good about communicating and giving me his intention behind developing the aspects of the character that I was going to portray. So when she possesses Josie, it is scripted, on the page why she wants to do it. But then he gave me the insight, that she sort of wanted to use the, society's standard of women against them, and to use that and empower herself as a demon. So, just to have those parameters and to know that that's the intention, I think is very helpful.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Hi.
Hey.
So, Supernatural has some really great villains, and you did an amazing job, and I was really sad to see you die, because you were awesome. So, I was just wondering, as an actress, what's a role that you have always really wanted to do, and what would you like to do in your future?
I really like to play everything. I just finished a movie.
I'm not gonna kill her. Because you can always come back on this show.
I said that I was your sister because I dressed like you guys today. Are you Run! Okay, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. I think it's inevitable that I play strong female characters, but I like to find the layers in them. So anytime I can, I've been reading for a lot of cops lately. I just finished a movie called Amber Alert where I played a cop, and I just tested for a show where I played a cop, and that's probably that would be a fun gig. Yeah, a little detective action, handcuffs. Thank you. Hey, hello.
You obviously have a great relationship with the fellas. So when you first initially came to the set, were any pranks played on you?
I think they're scared of me. No, they don't play pranks on me. Why, guys? Are they back there? Yeah, why don't you guys don't play pranks on me, but why don't you? Just don't make me fall. Because they're scared. They're very nice to me. All those cameras click, he comes in. okay, funny story. We're in England, and I was walking down the hall, and I had just gone to the bathroom, and there's like these girls in the corner, and they're like, oh! And I was like, oh, poor girl, what happened to her? And she's like crying, and then I walk back, and there's another little girl like, on the corner, and she's like, oh! I was like, oh no, her too! And I look ahead, and Jensen's walking ahead of me, like just leaving all these chicks in his wake. Like, oh! Poor guys.
Thank you.
Wait, I didn't answer that question, did I?
That was a good story, though.
I'm turning it to Mark. No. Yeah, and you mean nice. I love Mark. What was your question?
Any pranks pulled on you?
Oh no, they don't play pranks on me. But you know, again, you were saying, you know, it's nice to walk into a show where everyone gets along and it's fun, and you know, as serious as everyone takes the work, it's still, you know, a good time, and everyone sort of respects each other, and it's nice, and that starts at the top. So that starts with those guys, and it's great.
Thank you. It's great to see you.
Yeah, you too. Hey.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. We all know that when a demon possesses somebody, the person being possessed can see exactly what the demon's going through. We got a little glimpse of that with Meg when she finally was released, and she basically begged herself to be killed. So that's 10 times worse because Abaddon's a dark knight, and she's like done all this, or whatever, I'm sorry, done all this stuff.
She can be a dark knight. I can hang out with Batman. I like Batman.
Well, she's done all this stuff with this woman's, you know, living inside her. I mean, what do you think Josie's feeling? Like, how, like, she has to kill the entire amount of letters, the people that were her friends. Like, what are your thoughts of what her thoughts are?
Well, you know, you know, we do see that Josie's willing to, you know, be sacrificed for that reason. I think she, you know, felt the suppression of her generation, you know, being a woman in a man's world and sort of not having the opportunities and hitting the glass ceiling and sort of seeing this as an opportunity. I'm not sure that would, you know, turn her into a stone cold killer, but I think that, I think she did it for humanity. She took one for the team. I don't know, maybe she'll look back on it with regret. Maybe she'll say, that was worth it.
Well, I mean, she killed everybody. I mean, it's like...
Yeah, she's bad.
She is bad.
You need a bad guy, right? Thank you. We all need the bad guy.
Hello.
Hi.
This show, characters have a knack of being killed off pretty fast. So I was wondering, when you got the part where you, like...
Characters or female characters?
So I was just wondering, were you surprised at how long you actually did stay on the show for 2 seasons, and how did you find out that you were going to be killed off?
I read the script.
Everyone has these funny stories of how they found out, so I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I read the script, and I was like, oh, I'm dead, again. They kill me a lot on this show. And was I surprised that I stuck around? No, I didn't have any expectations. I mean, I didn't sign like a 5-year deal or anything like that. I mean, it was I just thought I was gonna do the 1 episode. And so it was fun to play the character. Again, I think there's, you know, there would have been a great opportunity to tell more of a story, but it was fine the way it was. It is what it is, it's what we do.
All right, awesome, thank you.
Thanks. Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Sorry, this is my first time doing this, so I'm kind of nervous. I'm a huge Smallville fan, so I was wondering what it was like working on that set.
It was great. Again, you know, I came on Smallville season 7, and so when you walk onto a show, again, that's, you know, growing up together, and really, like, literally, not just the actors, but the crew, a lot of times start, you know, as a PA, a production assistant in a certain department, and then they grow up, they grow into their roles, and by the end of you know, the 8, 9, 10 years, they're running a department, and it's really phenomenal to see and to be a part of. So, you know, walking on that set 7 years into this big, beautiful family was really amazing. And to, you know, make friends that I still have on that show, like Justin Hartley. He's another one. I go to the gym with Justin. You should see, like, people are like, it's funny. Yeah, it's great. It's fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good show to work on. Thanks. No more? No more questions? More this time? No? Do you guys want me to dance? Yeah! I'm just kidding. Yoga? Yeah. Do you see my pose this morning, Scorpion? Yeah. No, I need the wall. I can't do it without the wall. He can be my wall. You guys having fun though? Oh, we have more questions. Yay! Hi.
Well, as you've mentioned, you've seen several girls practically faint over Jensen. And so I'm curious, what star would make you faint?
Ooh, good question. There's a few. Oh, that is a good question. Who would make me faint? I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm okay, maybe not in I love Al Pacino. Right? Yeah. I think he would make me go like, but, you know, like young hot guys. I don't know, I like musicians. So, like Trey Songz. He kind of makes me weak. Maybe it's his music. Yeah. Thanks. Oh yeah, Matthew McConaughey. Or Josh Lucas. Yeah, he's cute. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
My question would be, what was your favorite scene to film with the guys, either because it was a lot of fun or because it was really hard or whatever? What was your most memorable scene to film?
I liked the scene where I got to beat the crap out of Mark.
That was good.
He loved it too, by the way. No, that was funny. So, you know, he was like tied to the chair, right, and the straps and everything, and the devil's trap, and then, you know, she punches him, and Brad, one of the camera operators, came around the crew with a deli counter, and he was like, "When you're done, we're all gonna take a turn." That was funny. And then they killed me. Again. You like doing that to me.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Hey.
Hello. So my question is about the cosplay that's really popular here at the cons. When you look out and you see all the fabulous Abaddons, what do you think? How do you feel about that?
I think it's amazing. You know, to have that much of an impact, when you have such a strong female fan base, and to give them a character to cosplay, I think is amazing. Yeah. And I think she's a cool cosplay because she's like cool and casual but sexy and still glamorous. I really love the look that they developed for her because I think it, you know, it does sort of bridge all of those things. She's not, you know, then there's the Josie, the possessed Josie cosplay, but yeah, the Abaddon, that's sort of rockabilly, sexy, casual, cool. It's timeless. And it's just sexy. It's just a cool, like, don't you, like, any of you who cosplay her, don't you just feel cool? Right? I mean, like, I really don't take a lot of credit for that character. Like, I walk different, I talk different, like, my whole swag is different. It's she really does sort of take you over. She's a cool character like that. So.
Thank you. And that's the super cool one that I've seen all weekend.
Oh, nice.
Look at her. She looks just like so.
Yeah,
Thank you.
The right belt and everything. Thanks. Hey.
Hi, I saw you in Seattle, and
you were sharing the panel with Mark, and part of the conversation that was going on between you and him, he mentioned that you are also a producer, and I've seen you in a lot of shows from Stargate, Smallville, but I actually don't know as much of you as a producer, and if you could talk to us about that.
Yeah, you know, it's sort of an inevitable progression, I think, in your career. There's so little control that we have as actors in our careers, and so I think to find a creative outlet that you have a little more control over. So that started a few years ago.